name's Victore.
Burning questions.
Yeah.
Howdy, I'm James Victore, everyone's favorite designer, and this is Burning Questions. You know, I was having a conversation the other day, and I wanted to share a little story with you. I was asked by a young man, young being 19, the precious age of 19. He was curious about getting into the design business, getting into the animation business, getting into tapping into his creativity. And he asked me, you know, if I had any advice. And, you know, I had two options. I could try to teach him everything I know in a half an hour and chew his ear off and just keep on, like, write this down, go see these people, talk to this person, read this book. Or I could impart to him some wisdom that I gleaned from the jazz world. And there's a line in a jazz song, I think it's Louis Armstrong from Hot Fives or Hot Sevens, I forget. But it basically says, it ain't what you do, it's the way what you do it. Meaning, it's not about going into the animation or the graphic design business or copywriting or being a blacksmith or being a fireman or being a writer. It's not about those things. It's the way what you do it. That's important. And the way what you do it is your way, with your own style, your own panache, your own pizzazz, your own sexuality, your own sense of humor, your own sense of the macabre, right? I've seen, you know, I mean, as a teacher, especially at university, I saw it as it was never my job to prepare my young charges for, to get them conditioned to a life of cubicles and fluorescent lighting, right? There's just way too much of that shit available. They can choose that route. You know, and I was judging a university show not too long ago, and I was pretty horrified that everything that I saw looked like completely capable, professional looking work that would come from any design studio around the world, which means that it's completely boring and stilted. And these students have been shoved down this aisle to make things look like what they're supposed to look like, to make the obvious more obviouser, you know? So therefore, their whole life ahead of them is just trying to look like other things, or trying to look like other studios, or trying. No fucking trying, no trying, just being. That's hard enough, just being. And if you start young, practice a lot, you're gonna get really good at it. And your work's gonna look like it too. It's gonna be awesome. And people are gonna say, I don't know what you do, but I want you here. You know, I want that sense of style that you have. It ain't what you do, it's the way what you do it. You know, there's too much work out there that I see people just following in line, trying to make it look professional. I know there are, you know, especially with a young kid like a 19-year-old, you know, I got to tell them, listen, there is a place called the real world, and you want nothing to do with it, right? You guys are awesome. This is Burning Questions. Have a damn opinion. Ain't what you do, it's the way what you do it. Love something other than yourself. Get a cat, get a plant, keep something alive, right? And make work that matters. You guys are awesome, and I will speak at you next week or next video, or however you were watching them in the last video. I don't know. You can watch them any way you want. That's the cool thing about this whole thing. I gotta go. I got things to do. I gotta finish painting. You're awesome. Adios. So it ain't what you do, it's the way what you do it. So do things your way. Develop that beauty and magic, and let everything else come to you.